Mandalorian style. You know what I forgot to do? I forgot to say "you're fake news" right before killing Hunter Hellquist to death in the face. So I'm going to go do that, even though I don't need to. Oh, and I have 2 drinks at my disposal. Blood orange flavor San Pellegrino, and a cup of coffee. By the way, this SMG, this Weisenheimer, was the weapon that was depicted as being on my back. So what was the deciding factor? Full auto gun, typically the one I put in slot 3. Obviously, label color is not the deciding factor. I've got 2 blue 30s. Still interested to know for sure what determines what weapon your character is wearing when you select your character.
Winter's coming.
Torg Lance. 26 too low. Unless it's purple. Or perhaps even blue. Depending on its attributes. I'll see about passing this along. I could probably pass along most of these level 24 E-Techs. They've served a long time.
Explain it to me again.
I said, I prefer to keep my distance from the target, pick my moments, and kill them with a single well-placed shot.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. You lost me yet instead of punching.
I always buy guns you don't need.
My chest feels like it's gonna collapse.
Chest feels like it's gonna collapse. Probably been chugging down iridium dust. I developed brown lung from working in a mattress factory.
If you want to live.
That was back in 2006. I was 26.
Haven't found anything good?
Developed brown lung the first week, and I kept that job for 4 years. A lot of us were laid off in 2010. That was a blessing in disguise. I'd probably be dead by now if I was still working in that dungeon. You're not fake news. You're just trying to make a living. Although I think you'd have more fun as a vault hunter.
It's a fine day, full of opportunity. I'm sure we'll be doing this again soon enough. I'm legally obligated to tell you.
Looking forward to see Moxie Woman. Your story is tremendous festivals.
I've said it before and I'll say it again. Stop assuming that slag sniper rifles are pointless. If you're not doing an allegiance run, try to get Malawan Snyder, as I call it, the Mark 1, the one with the matching barrel. Slag, powered, and with a pig sticker accessory. Plain old green label is just fine. Because being a slag weapon, base damage doesn't matter so much. Not if you use it the way the rapier is intended to be used. I know I'm always coming back to that. You only need to be able to slag reliably. And for taking out enemies at long range, pair it up with a high-quality Jacobs revolver of your choice. Your choice of optics, but I do recommend dull sight, Malawan sight, or plain old iron sights if you can stand the fact that the iron sights don't line up just right. It's too bad they don't, because otherwise iron sights would be all you would ever need. Morty and Sir Hammerlock would back me up on that. Especially Morty, because his backstory is that at some point prior to the events of Borderlands 1, he won a sniper competition using a revolver, but was accused of cheating and got screwed out of whatever was rightly his, which is unjust. So I don't blame him for feeling bitter about that. At some point you have to let it go, though, because that'll just eat you up inside. But on the other hand, we shouldn't just stand idly by and allow injustice to reign supreme. So yeah, on the one hand it's the one, but it's also the other. I've got plenty of fun toys to use. And I've still got this level 15 Allegiance relic because I still haven't found a better one. Still using a white label class mod. That'll change eventually once I find a green or better one. Oh, now that's a pretty looking thing. Not quite as pretty as the one in the previous episode, which was purple crowdsourcing.
Goodbye, friend. If you shop anywhere else, I'll have you killed.
I'll patch you up whenever you need it.
Now, if you ain't a stickler for seatbelts, airbags, or engines that don't go boom if you push them too hard, you got it right.
Hold on just a moment. I'm back. Same autistic teenager always barging in here and talking while I'm recording, even though he's been told multiple times not to. Not making fun of him. I really try to work with him. I really do. But autism means withdrawn into oneself. It is a malfunction in the part of the brain that handles the importation of information from the external world to the internal mind, especially as it pertains to social information. So I understand the difficulty. On the other hand, it's difficult for us too, those of us who have to work with it. And I'm hardly neurotypical myself. Alright, so this is the part where I say, you're fake news. Oh, no. Melted before I could say finish it. But at least I got to say, you're fake news. I'm such a dork. I came here just to do just. I'm not even a Trump tart. Not a big fan of how he blames video games for social ills. Nor am I a fan of leftards blaming guns. That's the same thing.
How hilarious. You just set off my trap card. Your death approaches.
Where'd that RPG droid go? Oh, you're getting batted around by Rack. They do the same thing to me. Rightful freedom, says the communist. Is that a joke? If corporations running the government is as much of a nightmare as it is, how much more of a nightmare is it when the government controls the economy? If governments and corporations are basically the same thing, why don't we abolish all of it? Alright, now, I mentioned before I don't need to farm for the invader on normal mode, though I probably will on higher difficulties, especially once I have critical ascension and bore and all that good stuff.
Welcome to my humble shop. Don't have too much fun.
I don't typically go for bore on normal mode. In fact, I rarely, if ever, actually never, do prioritize, I should say. The sniping skill tree on normal mode.
There's a hidden lever somewhere that'll get you into Teddy's basement.
I want to know more about her. She could become a vault hunter. She has the motivation.
Teddy, like a lot of people on Pandora, evidently, kept all his Echo correspondence. Find something that proves Hyperion stole his designs, so I can sue him into oblivion.
I bet TK visited that place a few times. This is the ceiling fan he was strung up from. Sue them into oblivion? That won't work. They're a corporation. You can't use the law.
Well, first day on Pandora. Wife's not too happy about the move, but I'm sure things will be all right. This here's the beginning of our new life.
You can't use the law against the corporation. Big law is always in cahoots with big money. And together they form what you could call big injustice.
Well, my wife's dead.
TK was a great character. You gotta love his attitude. Always looking on the up and up. That's why he had such an enduring spirit.
Marion got ate by a big-ass skag named Scar. Once I bury her with the ladyfinger, that cute little gun I made for her, I'll see if I can't get me some revenge. You won't have died for nothing, Marion. I promise you that. Scar blinded me and ate my leg. I may be a blind, crippled widower, but that don't mean all's lost. Met some folks looking for the vault. I did the see you later joke a couple times, but they just didn't get it. Oh, and I did find that old message I got from Hyperion a few years back. Hid it in the corner for safekeep. Oh, rackspit. Bandits. Well, I'm sure this'll turn out all right.
He must have recorded that right before they got to him. And then I wasted every last one of them. One of them shimmies out from under the porch.
Mr. Baha, we at Hyperion adore your wave rifle design so much that we have decided to appropriate it for ourselves. Our assassins are en route to your home on Isolus. Between us, Mr. Baha, I would suggest leaving the solar system before they arrive.
Great. That was just what I was hoping to hear. Now, if you can find the blueprints for the weapon design they ripped off, I'll give you the first gun my uncle ever gave me.
So, Mr. Blake is... I don't know, it's kind of hard to pin him down. He's like... He is Hyperion. Sometimes he seems kind of okay, other times... I don't know. I just don't know. Well, here's my replacement electric SMG. Never mind label color. Those 4 levels of difference really do matter. And this is all Hyperion, including the sight, aside from the Malawan barrel. Too bad you're not slag with a blade. That would be great. Malawan grip, but it's not elemental. Still, just out of curiosity. A well-rounded gun, but too ordinary. Oh, that's right. It's in the machine. It's not a wave rifle. And it's actually a doll gun, because Doll made shotguns back in the day. It's even shaped like, and that would be barrel 2.
Should you return those sensitive documents to the Hyperion Corporation, we can offer more than what Mr. Baja's niece can pay. A fine Hyperion armament, for example.
Screw that
Don't
noise.
listen to those corporate thieves. We both know my uncle deserves justice. And I'll throw in the first gun Uncle Teddy ever made for me.
Una all the way. Slag and stab. This is a pretty good hybrid launcher. If you're inclined to use a slag launcher, which I'm typically not for reasons I've talked about in previous episodes and series as is. TDR barrel, TDR exhaust port, bandit grip, which includes a pig sticker, Torx sight. All on a Malawan body. But you could keep that. If you like slag and stab or slag and slash type weapons, you could just keep using that since the base damage doesn't matter. And it wouldn't matter how outmoded it got. Well, that's not bad. Not bad. I'm tempted to buy this and pass it off to another character. Despite the dull grip. Look at the double trigger. Makes it look Glock-like. Just the double trigger. Because on a Glock, Glocks have what's called a safe action, meaning the safety is built into the action. And in the case of Glock, it's a 3-stage built-in safety system. And the first of the 3 safety mechanisms is the trigger within a trigger. Oh. Sure, why not? Plus that counts as a blue, so that increases my progress on that particular challenge, acquiring blue label stuff. Let's see what kind of switch faster, switch. Really? Really? We're doing this? Unbelievable. Switch faster.
Angel, get this message to whomever's organizing the construction out in the Nexus. No matter what happens, make sure that old bandit town, Firestone, I think it's called, make sure it stays standing. Piss Emerald rest stop is where it all began. Oh, and another thing. I want it on company policy that instead of Firestone, we're changing its name to Jackville. Really twist the knife for those bandit bastards, you know what I mean? I want those vault-hunting sons of bitches to see them die for these folks. I want it to stand as a testament to their pain. They couldn't protect New Haven, they couldn't protect Firestone, and they're sure as hell not gonna protect Sanctuary.
Now, what kind of Lady Fist?
Thank you. millions in legal fees once this hits the courts. I'm sorry I can't offer you more.
Oh, that's fine. Of course, it would have a friggin' Pt.2 scope.
A fantastic day for capitalism. Thanks for the scratch. Caveat emptor.
It's otherwise fine. Besides that, matching grip, always has a dull barrel, if you didn't already know that. But why did it have to have a Pt.2 scope?
Don't die. I need your business.
Might as well get some use out of it. B-fist. Lady Stinger. Fuse time too high. This was Dr. Zed's place.
Hey, Roland. I appreciate your offer to move into Sanctuary, but I got a lot of stuff here in Firestone. Sanctuary sounds nice and all, but Firestone's my home. I made my decision. If I'm gonna die, I'm gonna die in the city I was born. Firestone.
Attention, citizen of Firestone. Die.
Oh, piss. On second thought, Roland, when's the soonest you can come pick me up?
City? It wouldn't exactly call it a city. That's a more reasonable fuse time.
Buy from me if you want to live. Come on back anytime.
I might as well take the back way around. bone shredder, no big deal. Of course, if this wasn't an allegiance
I
run,
understand, Daddy.
Never hurts to know more about the man you're killing. While you're in the Nexus, grab whatever files you can on Jack.
wait, that over, I just picked up a thing and that talked over it because this game has ADD or ADHD or whatever. The very first one of the very first weapons you find in Borderlands 1 is guaranteed to be a Hyperion BLR spotter. In that first chest you open. What the heck is that? Why am I stuck? What happened? How did I get trapped back here? Well, I like this one better.
I'm legally obligated to tell you that I ain't a real doctor. Next time you're bleeding to death, just think.
You won't find better merchandise anywhere else. I made sure of that. Nothing like a good sale. 2 words, my friend. No refund.
Of course, if I do end up scoring the Invader, I will certainly get use out of it.
Roland, Zed, if you're receiving this, respond as soon as you can. Blake came back again today and showed me some faked pictures of New Haven. The city was burning. A lot of people were dead. Blake said his boss burned the place to the ground when everyone living there wouldn't move out. Of course, I know those pictures had to be faked because you and the rest of your pals were holed up in New Haven and you would have stopped those troops from taking the town, right?
Was that a level 4 skag? Just a moment. I'm back. I had to go look at something out in the backyard for a moment. And while I was out there, I rescued a black beetle from drowning. back and forth. Phaser blast. Exploding drones. Sounds even more like Ed.209 than Ed.209 does. That Peacemaker is a perfect hybrid. Jacob's barrel and grip on a doll body. Not the best combo, but still fits the definition of what I call a perfect hybrid. That's all I get? Cheapskate. Obviously, the ricochet fibber does it quicker because 9 projectiles, ricochet frangible bullets. 2.4 is too high. 2.9 is even worse. As if I didn't have enough reasons already to reference RoboCop.
Buy from me if you want to live.
Yeah, this one's just too ordinary. I'll go ahead and sell it.
Come on back anytime.
It's a fine day, full of opportunity. Don't have too much fun.
One of my characters has a lady fist that's a perfect hybrid, with a doll grip to match the doll barrel. So I'll probably switch that one over to this character and trade this one for that, because I don't like TD or scope. Cuts off peripheral vision. Cactoids. In Borderlands 3, you'll be able to run over cactoids with a vehicle. So they won't be getting in our way anymore. Not that that makes any difference to me since I'm boycotting it. That is, if I have the willpower to maintain that boycott. The boycott will be, I can guarantee it, will be universally lifted by everyone if either of two conditions are met. One, Take-Two restores to Submato everything they took from him, minus the very specific videos they had a beef with, instead of destroying his whole channel. Or two, Gearbox secedes. Yes, secedes from Take-Two. Hey, look, a Slaga. Once again, this one has a TD or scope, which ruins it. Transmix regulator station. What's a transmix?
Your eyes deceive you. An illusion fools you all. I move for the kill. Unworthy opponents.
Where did you come from? There's nowhere to...
You just set off my trap card. Your death approaches.
I hate how enemies can just spawn in from nowhere. And there's no door or anything for that guy to have come out of. He was just there all of a sudden. One moment he's not there, and one moment he's there. It doesn't make any sense. If there was a door, that would make sense. Let's not take half the air, please. I'm losing my patience. Doesn't help that there's glare on my screen that I can't see when it's dark like this. Screw it. See what we got. Use key, wake up.
Hey y'all, welcome to New and Improved Catch a Ride. Now with 47% more than 26% done annually. That is down the line.
Can't dodge. It's always pissed me off how you can't dodge. What the hell is even the logic behind that? And of course it had to go flying.
Now, Mr. Tacitor, blackmail. Such a dirty little word, isn't it? Actually, no, I come to think of it, it's not a dirty word at all. It's kind of awesome. Blackmail. Say it with me. Back. Oh, go to hell, John. Just because you got lucky with your Pandora hunch doesn't mean... Because I was right, is what you mean. And call me Jack, idiot. You may have been able to scare the other directors into giving up their shares, but I know you. I know that beneath that ridiculous mask, you're still a hideous, pathetic little nobody. Mr. Tacitor, maybe you can settle up something for me. Do you know the difference between choking and strangulation?
I'm glad Jack strangled Tacitor. Basically, as Homer Simpson would say, he was living the American dream. But then he went on to become no better than Tacitor. Value, not much.
Why isn't this working, Angel?
I don't...
I've pumped every freaking ounce of iridium I've got into you, but the stupid key isn't working. Why?
I'm sorry, I don't know.
You're a siren. You're one of a kind. Now make it work. I want that freaking warrior, Angel. I want him awake, okay? I want him under my control now. I want him now. Not later, now!
See? Just like Tacitor. Hypocrite. Like all corporatists and socialists. All hypocrites. Corporate socialists, corporate fascists, plain old corporatists. They really prove Ferris Bueller's point that all isms are basically the same. And individual human beings should not believe in isms. We should believe in ourselves. Relic. 4-figure resale. For figure resale, good enough.
I vanish.
Prioritize RPG loader, of course. Stop. Die, Decepticon scum. Really?
Sir? We've lost at least a dozen staff to the Angel's malfunctions. We need to shut her down. Your wife suggested as much before her disappear. Jimmy, please make a note. I'm strangling Mr. Morin for bringing up my wife. Choked? Mr. Morin? No, Jimmy. Choking is something you do when you eat too fast. As I'm crushing Mr. Morin's windpipe with my watch chain, what I'm doing is actually referred to as strangling. Please. There we go. Anything else on today's agenda, Jimmy?
It's Jeffrey, sir. Hello.
Thanks, Jimmy. Well then, drinks are on heads of Jack.
Be a hypocrite. Just like Tacit. Just like all corporate goons. Why do there have to be so many pointless obstructions? Irregular terrain and such. When I press the jump key, I expect a jump to occur. That's not an unreasonable expectation. got this already, didn't I? Yeah. Was there a weapon chest? How was that stuck on right there? Oh, really? Of course. There you are. Oh, here it is. Well, that explains that. Of course, I don't need to go there now. Which character do you think will be best for a Hyperion Allegiance run, Borderlands 1? Not Roland, because Hyperion doesn't make class mod for Roland.
Jack did before, I sure as hell do now.
It's a fine day, full of opportunity.
Could do better than that. Snyder Mark II, the aftermarket model. Not as good.
Thanks for the scratch. A pleasure is all don't have too much fun.
How hilarious. You just set off my trap card. Your death approaches.
Really? Don't turn this into a hassle, please.
If he ain't dead, I'll keep you that way. Next time you're bleeding to death, just think Dr. Zed. Be careful.
I knew there was a reason I left these here. I'll go get that echo that got overridden before. On scenery, worst possible moment, but not the worst possible. So sick of that. So sick of getting stuck on scenery. Okay, never mind. Wow, that's a decent mag. 35. Same mag capacity as a Galil. Nothing left to do now but this. No direction left to go but forward. Dig it. It's too bad you can't get Saturn to come back without having to exit and go back in. If you could just leave the map and come back and have Saturn reappear that way, that would be awesome. I only need one grenade. Enough to serve me well. Fighting my way
I know
through
you
it.
think I'm a monster, you think I enslaved Angel, but you didn't see what she did to her mother. I had to restrain Angel's power. You get that? I had to.
And I'm sure he had to exploit her for profit and power, too. Don't listen, Vault Hunter. He killed Angel long before you pulled the plug.
Don't you dare speak about my daughter. Lilith has quite a little mouth on her, doesn't she? And as it turns out, without her needles pumping through her body, I can stab her over, and it just heals right back up. I'm told it's agonizing. Oh, she looks pissed. Son of a bitch. Coming, Lil. Just hold on.
Did you catch that? Remember earlier when Tannis is describing her torture, she describes it exactly as being like that. Cut into her flesh over and over. Do you think Tannis might be a siren with the ability to heal? Ha! I'm not impressed. You'll have to be more badass than that. Decent Merv. What am I stuck on? Are you serious?
Griffin Raider in range!
Executing assassin.
What am I stuck on? Give me a break. Now, if only I could toss my decoy down there. There's no logical reason for it to be stuck in the air. Decent resale value. What's the matter? You keep getting stuck on something? Or at least it's not just me. Constructors. Ha. I eat constructors for breakfast. By the way, if you do an allegiance run, you don't have to base your allegiance choice around what class mods are available. But I do recommend doing it that way. For maximum satisfaction. Infiltrator looked like a doll guy with that camo.
I disappear.
He had a rocket launcher. I think it had a flat-off barrel, but I couldn't tell what kind of launcher it was aside from that. Yo! He had a launcher too, and I wasn't ready for it. Insert Han Solo telling me not to get cocky.
Don't worry, customer. Death happens to all of us every once in a while. Except Handsome Jack.
We'll see about that. And of course I have to jog all the way back. How much cashola? Plenty. Didn't lose much.
Great job, amigo. Now that you're in, there ought to be an info terminal nearby. Find it.
Wait, you mean, so just because I chose to come in from the top, that's the only reason why that terminal wasn't already able to be activated by me?
I feel the burning eating through my equipment. Must stop, drop, and roll.
Jack sent all the iridium he's mined straight to the Hero's Pass. That must be where the warrior's buried. Get back to Sanctuary. It's time to get ready for the final assault.
I can get through Borderlands 1 in 12 episodes. Especially if it's an Allegiance run, because I don't spend so long choosing what gear I want. Of course, that's part of the fun, of course. I'm a looter shooter. Or a stalker. Anything left incomplete, like finding vault symbols and stuff, I can make progress on that. On TVHM, etc. Structurally superfluous scope. Finish my coffee. Now my soda.
Buy a gun already. Let's just get this out of the way. Yes, most of the merchandise was ripped from the hands of dead adventurers. Good luck.
If you got the money, I'll save your gold-earned life.
You can never be too well armed. Don't get killed. Farewell, friend.
Not gonna be anything really all that good, I predict. I really should turn this mission in first, and then maybe I'll gain access to level 30 stuff in the shops.
Welcome to my humble shop.
That's not bad, not bad.
You're my millionth customer.
I only bought it to make progress on
No refund.
both limited time offer and acquiring perks.
Welcome to Dr. Zed's Portable Clinic. What can I get for you?
Two vanquishers.
You're an organ donor, right?
422.
Good luck.
Oh, let's see.
This ends now!
Two of the same, and one's better than the other, and they both have the same resale value.
Jack, Lilith, and the Warrior are in Heroes Pass, so that's where we're headed. This is the final fight, amigo. If you gotta prepare, do it now. Go check around the city. These people don't have much, but they still want to help you.
Will do.
Hyperion's locked the entrance to Heroes Pass. Get back to Claptrap. You'll need him to open the way for you. Brick and I will meet you once you're in. Win or lose, we're gonna finish this together. For Bloodwing, for Roland, for Pandora!
Yeah. Oh, we're gonna win, all right. Notice how I mentioned Bloodwing before Roland. Granted, he knew Bloodwing before he knew Roland, but still.
Later, Vault Hunter.
Seems like he's prioritizing Bloodwing over Roland.
Though I generally have trouble verbalizing my thoughts into words that will not utterly confuse or nauseate you, I find my mental processes are now surprisingly focused. I have only 2 words for you, perhaps the most important 2 words ever spoken on Pandora. Kill Jack! Here, this may help you in your efforts to put a hilariously large hole in Jack's face.
Will do. Thank you.
Whoa, a Vault Hunter.
Now that might not literally help me do that, but still, I'll take whatever I can get.
I ain't the best with words, but I just want you to know I'm rooting for you out there. Jack kicked me out of my home back in Firestone. It's about time he got what's coming to him. Here, thought you could use this.
That's pretty good. Shouldn't these be level 30?
If that Vault Hunter comes by, you make sure and give him my love, all right?
What? Ooh, no, I ain't gonna do that.
I mean, wish him luck, Scooter.
Luck.
Okay,
He's silly.
Hey, and if we don't get through this, if Jack wakes his warrior or whatever, tell Ma I love her.
Hell, girl. Sure knows that. Catch a familial reconciliation!
What?
Hey, man.
Dang, how long were they going to go on?
Now
I would have waited longer.
You make sure to come
I
back
thought they were-
live, okay? If you can, come back with Jack's head on a pike. You hear?
What Scooter said. I would have hollowed that son bitch's gourd and ate nachos out of it.
Oh, nearly forgot. Ellie and I got something for you. Hope it helps.
62.
I've had just about enough of that handsome jackass sugar. Get rid of him, and you'll never pay for another drink again.
Handsome
Here, I got
jackass.
something for you.
Oh. Not bad, not bad. Oh, it's ruined by the TD scope.
Well, my old friend, I wish you the best. May you return from your quest with handsome blood on your hands and a smile on your face. Oh, and lest I forget, here you are. Thought it could be of some use.
0.8. Thanks anyway, but I'm just going to sell it. Only because of the fire rate. If there was 1.0, I could use it. Pretty sure I recall seeing in the past a Hyperion sniper rifle with a flat-off barrel that had a fire rate of 1.1 because it had a flat-off grip.
I got them, you need them.
Well, there's a droid buster right there.
Don't get killed!
Jack's monopoly on weapons is running me out of business. But that's not why I want him dead. I want him dead because he's a greedy, murdering son of a bitch who needs to die screaming. Good luck. Here, you might need this.
Sup, sucker? It's Tina. I wrote you a poem. It goes a little something like this. Break it down. Kill Jack, kill Jack, kill Jack, kill Jack, kill Jack. Kill Jack. A poem by Tiny Tina.
You won't find better merchandise anywhere else. I made sure of that.
Alright. Selling this only because it has a tedious TDOR scope. Otherwise, this would be very, very good. Selling this because I don't like the Grenadier. It's not powerful enough, and it just wastes ammo. Oh, Jacob's barrel and Jacob's grip. So that gets sold. Proficiency relics are always good. %, absorb chance. That's good enough for a standard type absorb shield.
Good luck.
Good luck. We're all counting on you.
I will pass off this only because of the TDOR scope. Pass this off. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4. And 1, 2, 3, 4. An even 8. 2 loads of 4. Items to swap over. Plus 1 to receive, which will be this. Lady Fist. No structurally superfluous optical attachment. And it will have a dull grip, making it a perfect hybrid. And I'll probably do all the swapping and such off camera because it's not necessary. to record all of that. Also, I might offload, switch over to, you know what I mean. Anything below, like, level 28 or 30. Just a moment. Let me check something.
You can always trust the gun at your side.
28.
I'm sure we'll be doing it.
Will I get level 28 or 30? That's 28.
I remember when bandits were a big problem.
But what if I leave and come back? Tundra Express, a great place to farm and grind on UVHM and higher.
It's a fine day, full of opportunity. Don't die, I need your business.
Is that electric or slag? Blue label singularity. It looked more blue than purple. But maybe my eyes are off. $28 or $30? Tease. 30. Called it.
Are you gonna
So does that mean that if I had left and come back, that all those blue label items I got from everybody would have been level 30? Why should a person have to think about that? Isn't that unnecessary? That just adds an unnecessary step to the procedure of things. Don't you think? I want all my weapons and gear to be level 30 or better. Of course, they don't necessarily have to be, especially since I'm wearing a B. And it's a level 31 B instead of a 28.
They say Handsome Jack found the war. That can't be true.
Yes, most of my merchandise was ripped from the hands of dead adventurers.
I think I checked all this stuff already.
Try not to die.
I have some gambling to do.
Who knows? Maybe.
We'll make it through this.
These are all lower than 28, I know. But they're purple and magenta. Purple or magenta. Hey, Slaboid. Before I do my gambling, no, that's a 26. I can accept that being 29. Yeah, before I do my gambling, I need to go check something. Just a moment. I'm back again. Now for gambling and shopping. Then I can end this episode. My loadout is just fine for the most part. Tease. Basically looking for level 30 replacements for everything I've got that's not already level 30. And of course, Rid Rock. Shocker launcher. Shocker launcher is how they want that pronounced. But they didn't spell it right. Because they bandits. Second one was a tease. See? Tease. Another tease. Quit teasing me, you tease.
We're not going to be able to stop Jack.
Would prefer a slag one. Not too keen on the Hyperion sight. Otherwise, this isn't bad. Dull grip, dull stock. And the reason I would prefer slag is because pig sticker. Oh. Bleh. Tease. Tease. Tease.
Who needs a medical license when you got style?
Not a bad launcher for a green. Malawan barrel, Malawan exhaust port, TDR grip. Holds at least 4. Good enough, I guess. And this accessory, I forget what that does. I think that increases equip speed or something. All 4 elements right there. Notice the pattern. Same barrel for these, same barrel for these. It's only too bad these have doll barrels instead of Malawan. And these both have Malawan barrels. Wish I could swap elements between this and this. So I'd have slag with the blade attachment. You know how I'm always adamant about that. Of course, I still have this.
Come on back anytime.
But I want one that handles that task more reliably. 9, 10. That makes up for the one I got before that had the TDR sight. T's. So many T's.
Might as well give in to Hyperion now.
Don't make defeatist statements in public. T's. 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 Oh, another one with Jacob's barrel and Jacob's grip, so it's going to be 0.8 fire rate. Yep, called it. Called it, called it. T's. T's. This music vaguely reminds me of Venusville. More specifically, the bar in Venusville. I forget what it was called. In Total Recall. The original, the good one from 1990. Tease. Was Venusville the name of the bar/red light district? Or was it the name of that entire section of town? I forget. Get out of my way, NPC. How much? Red 78. Let's see how much I earned back after selling all of these.
Please insert any donated organs.
Shops recently changed over. That's a good one. TDR grip reduces mag capacity, but also speeds up reload. Reload speed. Now this is too ordinary. Plus it has a Mallowan barrel with no element. On the upside, at least the iron sights line up right. 0.8 no go. Too ordinary. Not a bad muck-a-muck. But it still gets sold.
Lock and load.
Longbow shock. With the fuse time that I like. Fuse time too high on that.
Tell your friend, work on munitions.
The Crimson Raiders will survive. They have to.
Now she wasn't making a defeatist statement in public.
Guns, guns, guns!
Feral rifle. This has two accessories. Elemental capacitor and what's called, whatever this thing's called, which on a Dahl assault rifle gives it the feral prefix. It increases base damage but reduces accuracy, which makes a double tap function perhaps even more like a shotgun.
Your cash is worthless if you don't spend it.
Depending on how you look at it.
I'm sure we'll be doing this again soon enough. When you think murder, think Marcus Munitions.
It's not murder if they're enemy combatants. And they are.
Marcus Munitions.
Hope you've had your shots. If you got the money, I'll save your gall-darn life.
This is all filled up with stuff. Should check to see if Mike is here. Fire extinguisher. I am trained in the use of those. Oh, I've got some more time yet. I don't quite feel like calling it quits just yet for this episode. So, where should I go and what should I do? What was in here? Oh, yeah. Uh-oh. What parts does this have? Doll barrel, Vladov grip, Jacob scope, Jacob stock, and this accessory. I forget what that does. I'll keep going till I finish my drink.
Feeling overburdened by money? I'm sure we'll be doing this again soon enough.
28.
Come on back anytime.
was kind of hoping King Mong would be right there. You can tell a gun is overbuilt when its scope and scope rail have to move for you to reload it. Oh, didn't even need to slag you. Too much zoom. Of course, the only reason it was able to do that was because of the confined spaces. Didn't have room to maneuver. Plus, couldn't dodge, etc. The usual. That reaction when I go like this, that occurs because my muscle memory has learned not to trust. The moment I feel myself not moving the way I should, when I know I should, messes me up in the head. Briefly look around for King Mong. I forget what you get and what you can potentially there. Yep. Mosquito. Ha. I moved at just the right time. I bet that would have wrecked my ride. Oh, what was that? Don't insult me. Oh. I guess I'll take it. Just so I can get my 6 figures back. Or get back up to 6 figures. Done. I took full advantage of that. Up here. Or not. Might as well pay Mal a visit. Well, I guess Mal has moved on, which is fine. Let's see if there are any challenges to complete. Well, this seems fairly obvious. I might as well do this one. I can do that in this region. Might as well do this too. Cheeky breaky if domkia. I'll save this for some other time. Might as well finish this one off. Possibly this one too. Pretty good progress, considering this is normal mode. I could go ahead and top this off if I wanted to. If I recall, I think you earn the best Torch skin by completing level 5 of Boom. But 777 out of 1,000, that's a ways off. So I'll mess around with the bullywongs. Oh wait, that's bruisers. Buzzards. Some of the stuff I'll save for next time. Because in the next episode I'll probably be finishing something. I'll probably do like an extra episode before moving on to the end game. Giving me too much to think about here.
Revealed. Weakness is now known to me. Time to go to work.
Finish it up. Don't make me regret this, please. Finish you. Great. Screwing up my plan here. So tedious. What are you? Really? Finish you. Great. There. Why'd you do that? You could have just stood there and kept throwing rocks at me, but you had to go and screw it up. Can't count on anything, can I? Dumbass. What'd you think I was gonna do? Just let you run up to me? Pretty sure I dodged that. Pseudo stomp. Why is it so hard to dodge in this game? I'll never understand. Come on. Just throw your rocks, please. So incompetent. I forget what they had in here, and I didn't. So I'm not sure if the shops have changed over.
May it help you kill many things. 2 words, my friend. No refund.
Oh yeah, that. Another Slagga. Bandit scope. I'll take that over a TD scope. And like the other one we saw on that other load screen, that one there also had a Malawan grip.
You will find better merchandise anywhere else. I made sure of that.
Hope you've had your shots.
Having fun? Okay, good. My weapon machines will fix that for you.
I want a blue 28 or green 30 or anything in keeping with that paradigm. Blue are better if it's 28. Green are better if it's, let's say, 29. Singularity grenade with slag and a fuse time between 0.0 and 1.8. I need to sell anyway.
If he ain't dead, I'll keep it that way. Zer0.
All ammo is maxed out. 80 Rid Rock. Back up to 6 figures. Tease on that second one, as per typical. Tease. Tease.
This city's better than getting killed by
Need to season up. Damn war wound.
Oh, I could sell this. I'll go ahead and sell this. 26.
Hey, Slab.
Guns, guns, guns.
26. Retire. But it served me well.
See you soon.
Only need to buy 5 more items of the day. So, I could sort of cheat, if that's how you choose to view this.
Let's just get this out of the way. Yes, most of my merchandise
One.
was ripped from the hands of dead adventurers.
Get your health and shields
Two.
right here. Try not to die.
$2. Another $2.
Buy a gun already. That'll cause
3.
some pain. Later, Bolt Hunter.
Transmurderer.
Buy a gun already. Hey!
4.
Don't get killed.
5. Now when I back out of the shop, I should get a notification. And there it is.
If he ain't dead, I'll keep you that money.
Only need one of yous. I need a different pistol. How about... Well, these are the only ones I thought to brought. That's not the right way to phrase that. Might as well make a little progress. Really, this thing unleashes enough pellets per shot. I would have figured it should be able to take out 2 chunks with 1 shot. A handful. Just a wad of cash. Let's see if Savage Lee, I'm guessing he is because I hear Holy Moms. Red Rock, something else I'm after. Blah, 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 blah.
Traviadentor.
Same barrel, same grip. Different stock. And this too. Same barrel. Different grip, different stock. But this has the same sight as this.
Remember, we're always open.
Good selection. Oh. Might as well mess around here some more. Did I remember to check the chest on top of the motel over by that place where you fight Saturn? I don't think I did.
Your eyes deceive you. An illusion fools you all. I move for the
I'm having too much fun, Marcus. Should check this shop first. Really? Uh, 4.6 due to Jacob's grip. Too bad there's no red chest here. As there is in Borderlands 1. I need acid.
Feeling overburdened by money? A pleasure as always. May it keep you safe in your travels. Don't have too much fun.
So annoying. Ugh. You're really gonna make me do this. Fuse box count 42. Obligatory reference to Spoonie's playthrough of The Thing. The game.
It's a fine day, full of opportunity. Caveat emptor. Come back anytime.
Now let's see if Saturn shows up. Since it's been a while. Probably not. But I've never tested that before. Hey, Red Rock. Nope. Looking for constructors to bust. Constructor buster. Opportunity is the place for that. No constructor? Aww. Forgot about this.
Guys, I've heard rumblings amongst the workers that our iridium mining operations are ravaging this planet. You know, I assume you're saying this because most of you didn't see what Pandora looked like before we showed up. You know what they called this place? The Badlands. It was a dry, dusty pisshole where dreams went to die. Now there's pipes full of beautiful iridium, technologically advanced machines, goddamn volcanoes. I mean, who doesn't love volcanoes? They're mountains that explode fire. That's literally the definition of the word awesome. Am I right?
Oh, guess I should check this shop in TK's place. Well, you're a tough one.
Hear my my skills. Precision.
That was fun. I'm having too much fun again, Marcus. Again.
Hey, Roland, this is Zed. I thought you might want to know some guy from the Hyperion Corporation came by. The name of Blake. Said you dealt with him during the Claptrap uprising. Anyway, he offered me a pretty penny from a place here in Firestone. Was real insistent that I take the money and run. It's probably nothing, but there was just something about him that put me on ready to leave my shop.
The hell with... There. Screwball Malarkey. Malarchius Maximus. And all that sort of thing. I really should round out this episode and call it quits for the day. Almost done with my drink anyway. What was it I said I would finish off my drink and then call it quits?
Guns! It's a fine day, full of opportunities. I'm sure we'll be doing this again.
Oh, he said opportunity.
Please insert any donated organs into the receptacle below.
You can always
You know what?
trust the gun at your side.
Since I'm OP for opportunity at this point, I might consider
Don't get killed.
going back there and attempting that one mission. Where you have to protect the hacked constructor. And while I'm there, I'll probably bust a bunch of other constructors.
Let's just get this out of the way. Yes, most of my merchandise was
too
ripped
ordinary.
from the hands of dead adventurers. Remember, we're always open.
Set out. Almost dead? I can fix that.
Rock the skullet. Tease.
Time!
Tease. Tease. I'll gamble down to just under 80,000. kind of want to go back to the caustic
Resistance
caverns.
can't last.
Get your health and shields right here.
But I really should call it. Why does it... Doggone it. You see what I'm talking about? I can always sense when it's done something wrong because it just... the way it moves. I don't like the fact that it moves anyway. Like, take note of the position here. I'm selling this. It'll default back up to the top. Like that. That irritates me enough as is. But when I end up selling stuff that I want to keep,
Next time you're bleeding,
it's just inexcusable. So quit it.
Jack said he's
Catch a gun! Ugh, never doing that again.
This city's better than getting...
Oh, I don't know. I want to keep playing, but I also... Well, I'll call it. I'll go ahead and do the item swap stuff. I wonder which of these my character will be depicted with. They're all 30. And I will put that there so that slot 1 is not prioritized just because it's blue, and we'll see how the order of priority is. Whatever. I don't know. I don't even know why that fascinates me so much. So anyway, catch you on the flip side, and see you next mission, Slaboids.